Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moin. Good evening, everybody. Hello there, but thank you for the resubscription, Dark. Then again, hello, Demon Sub and Evoke Kebab. Sorry, no Babs today. No Hot Tub, and also no Jerry because he had to leave on a early notice or late notice. Late notice. We were planning on doing a painting stream, so I guess I'm painting all by myself today. Daveral, welcome, or moin, as we say. Hope you are all doing well, and temperatures in your regional area have been going down significantly, like they did here around. You could finally breathe again and have conversations outside without going all steamy-like. So, grab your brushes. I'm going to take you down to the, not to my lap, to the hobby desk. Fingers crossed the camera is still working. Hello, Amanda. Long time no see. Please be aware of lights. Ah, see, there's light. Manageable 32 degrees in Lübeck. That's a nice to go. Dark Denigan is painting Necrons. Oh, Necrons is always a fun thing to paint. Yes, Dave. Steamy conversations. Hello. Nice to see everybody here. So, I'm painting this lovely dude here. I think some of you might actually know him. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit more. It is Count Binface. Still a bit undecided on how to paint him because his costume has gone through several revisions, and I think I'll just wing it. 29 tomorrow, yeah, Amanda. We have been threatened with high degrees of awful temperatureness as well. I'm still hoping it won't get that bad, but yeah, not holding my breath. So let's see, do I have a decent grey that isn't uniform grey? That's too blue. Still need to get myself a decent grey. Let's try this one. And shake it like there's no tomorrow. I'm guessing there won't be too much contrast on this one, especially since actual modeling details are so detailed that I'm pretty sure I will mess up things. Prize paints. What are prize paints, Jill? Or do you mean prizes you have won at some competition of sorts? Evening day, so wonderful. Good day to you, sir. Let's try this one, grey. Spring clean challenge. I thought as much. Has anybody else noticed that in the forums some people seem to be very, let's say, annoying about receiving the prizes? Feels like they are a bit impatient. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh. Silly me. Not utilizing my grand magnifying glasses. Ah, much better. Only downside to using the magnifying glasses, I can't read chat at the same time. So forgive me if my reactions to your talkings, potential questions and remarks is a bit slow. or maybe more laggy than usual. Because, well, Twitch is taking bloody time. Well, that's unfair. Every streaming has its potential lag. It's a part of the process. God, I really love having these magnifiers. There's no way in hell I could paint this miniature without them. Hello, Crispin! I here paint a stream-sponsored miniature from Count Binface. He's like Lord Buckethead, but has a bin for a face. And I will be using him as a proxy for Guess Who in Guess Where. If I ever get the chance to play again, that is. Yes, it's not cunt bin face. Because the cunts are the other ones in the political sphere, I'd imagine. Eisenhorn in 40k. Oh, that would be an interesting one. Though, was Eisenhorn not more a wheelchair user like, if I remember correctly? Oh, Ravenor. Yeah, I always mix those up. I just can't keep my lore to myself. Currently, I'm reading old 40k novels. Currently, I'm with the Tanith. Those are better written novels than they have any right to be. Current volume I'm reading is Necropolis, though I'm not sure if that's the English title as well. Could be wrong. So, to spark a little bit of weird discussion topics, has anybody an opinion on the upcoming Lord of the Rings movie that is animated? I have an opinion. I voiced it on the OTT site. I'd be interested in what you lot have to say about that. I'm not sure if it's out yet. I don't think so, Crispin. I think Ben is the one to ask about that. And I must say, it's like a dish with two different tastes mushed together that don't really go together, in my opinion. As I've said on OTT, I do like anime, I do like The Lord of the Rings, but I can't see them working in tandem. Same goes for Star Wars. There have been several attempts made, officially and unofficially, to mush those together, and yeah, I don't like the end result. It just doesn't feel right. Well, Rings of Power is a completely different beast and shouldn't be brought into this discussion, because Rings of Power basically was made to make money. I don't think there was any fan service to speak of. This has the potential of being true to the source material and give fans story they want, but again, I'm not sure if I'm liking it. And as with many of fandoms of today, some things are just not meant to be for you, and that's totally fine. I won't blame anybody if they like what they see. Heck, people that are near and dear to my heart love the Hobbit trilogy. Well, Crispin, if you know it's bad, you can make the assumption, but since you don't know if it's bad, you actually might feel very good afterwards. I mean, potentially the story and the acting is good, and people will enjoy what they see, which is totally fine. But I'm not going to make any bets about it. I will reserve judgment, as they say, for once I've seen it. Yeah, it's... I think the Hobbit cut as a cut-down version, subtracting the horrible forced romance plot and removing some of the very exaggerated fighting scenes, and you have a decent movie. They just did a Frodo on it. It's too much butter spread on a bread. No, too little butter spread too far on bread. Thinly. If you're bored, Manda, and you don't know what to watch next, you can do worse than The Hobbit. Way worse. But again, you could also do much better. Neat reference material. Let's go with this one. Yeah, this seems to be the costume the miniature is referencing, more or less. I wonder if Peter Jackson ever said something about being sorry for doing a second run, a three-part Hobbit. And I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't have felt rushed if they had just kept to the book. without love stories, interests, and weird situations. Yeah, Jefferson, I'm guessing way back when the original, or when the trilogy was first released, there was a meme going around with, yeah, I need another bucket of money to build my castle made of money. We need bolt gun metal. Crispin, that's no achievement. Everybody's doing that. Unless you're a stillborn, then this gets old very fast. Edge highlighting. Yay! Technically, it's not edge highlighting. All the things. That's a lot of things. It might be too many things. I just... If Twitch wasn't so quick on its feet with detecting copyrighted music, I'd love to hear some Motorhead right now, but yeah, not happening. Might need to think about different solutions. A Discworld mod movie, yeah. I want a Discworld movie with Cohen and the White Horde. And they could actually by now get Arnold Schwarzenegger to play Cohen, I think, and it would fit the bill. I feel with the Star Wars prequels, the biggest thing that's again works against them is that they use technology that wasn't absolutely ready by the time George Lucas started using them. I feel he tried to make groundbreaking advances in a field where there is no ground to be broken because it's in a constant flux of evolution. I mean, the original trilogy hasn't aged half as bad as the prequels have, in my opinion. Because practical effects are not aging badly. Just look at the Harryhausen effects. Still looking awesome, even though you can tell that they are effects. Hello, Zork. No, Jerry is all family business. We were actually planning on doing a painting, painting stream, so that he could get some work done for things in this studio. But alas, life called. So here I am painting Count Babyface, making him my Darth Vader proxy for Star Wars Legion, regardless if there's a fire sale or not. I think I can honestly say, Jill, I never hated them. I did, however, hate the character of Jar Jar Binks, and I hated certain aspects of the movies, like the and I still don't like them, like the very slapsticky behavior of the droids. Not dead yet. Feeling better. I think, as with many things that are so long-lived, there's bound to be people being annoyed and yelling the original was better or whatever. Murder pet teddies aren't lame. Murder teddies are great. And maybe I have a soft spot for murder teddies because one of the first movies I went to see in the cinema on my own was Ewoks Caravan of the Brave. I'm not sure what kind of statue this is where Count Binface is standing on, but it's getting painted bronzy. I mean, I have a sneaking suspicion of who that might depict, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess that pretty much puts it, Jefferson. Also, I think in the original trilogy, it's not just Han Solo doing wise, cracking speeches, but Leia doing her part in that as well. They work great together as a duo. And the characters work great in the expanded universe novels later on as well. It's a shame those stories all got debunked. If you ever want to see an actor feeling really bad, try getting hold of some scenes where the actor who's playing Jar Jar Binks is filmed without or prior to having Jar Jar CGI'd over his head. It's just horrible. It's almost as bad as Gandalf sitting in a green screen room with no dwarves in The Hobbit. Empire Strikes Back is my most favorite of all Star Wars movies. And Rogue One and the original A New Hope, I think, tie, in my opinion. No, Snow White didn't eat the dwarves, but because of size restrictions, Gandalf has been filmed separately on a different set, and that just looks depressing. Yeah, Jefferson. I feel if they do make another season of Andor, I'd like to watch Andor, Rogue One, and then go from there and just follow the timeline. I feel that that's the most Star Warsy way you could watch Star Wars. Yes, Dave, that's right. He talked about it in later interviews, how bad that experience was for him. And who can blame him? I mean, he's an actor, not a pretender. Well, Andor would be a nice addition to have again. I really like that series. Star Wars for grown-ups. Deadly because I can, and because this miniature was kindly sponsored by this stream on Twitch. So not by Twitch, but people on Twitch giving me money to buy miniatures. So I feel I need to do this. Also, it's a nice little miniature. I could also be painting Boris if I had one. But since he's no longer in office, that's rather pointless. Well, I'm not sure how I should highlight the blacks later on. I feel they need a highlight. Swords. I could tell you what he's standing on. It something crushed. At first I thought it was some kind of political figure, but looking at it from the backside, it could be Buckethead. Potentially. Yeah, Demons Up, I'm aware of Oakbone Studios parodies for Boris and Cummings, etc. Amanda, I don't know if they're dirty. They're enablers for sure. Also very good to see you getting your painting mojo back, in a mental sense and also a able sense. Good work doing your miniatures, Amanda. Good to have you back. Well, I want to know. Yep, that's Lord Buckethead's head. Never knew those two had a had beef. Or is this just freedom of artistic expression? Could as well be. Now, before highlighting black, I think I need to fix some kind of black wax. Oh, by sheer coincidence, Amanda, a few weeks back when I was looking at project lists and what to look at, I stumbled across an ancient project of yours with the space wolves and your self-made animated GIFs. When I seen the date stamp on those, I gulped. Way too long ago. It made me feel old. It made me feel very old. Fixing our little happy mistakes. And hopefully not introducing any new ones. Yeah. And the odd thing is, when I joined Beasts of War, it was just days prior or after the change to the new system. And even though I wasn't that active in the old system, I still feel I want that back. Knowing it will never come back. Never. Yeah, but it worked. It didn't bog down. And I still remain of the opinion, had they just set up a Beast of War site or on tabletop site and left Beast of War as a forum, that would have been much better for everybody. It's just my opinion. Also, what I find quite annoying, if the front page suggests articles for you to try, painting tutorials and stuff, if they're too old, there's nothing you can watch, which is annoying. Some of the articles are just referencing the old video channel that is long since gone. The odd thing is, I know there's a plugin for WordPress, and OTT is WordPress, nothing more, that is able to check broken links and highlight them. Maybe they should use that to get rid of some of the dead stuff that's in there, or at least mark it non-functional so that you don't click on things expecting stuff to happen and then nothing happens. But that is just me. Potentially. I'm not sure if Discord was a good idea in the first place. I know, I'm pretty sure Warren talked about that sometime, that originally the intent was Discord would be a place only for backstagers / otters, cultists. But then the event happened and everybody remained indoors, and so the Johnsons took pity on us and opened the gateways. I wonder if they would do things differently now that they know that this has basically cut most traffic from the site in the forum. In an update on my attempts to persuade Business Daddy to give me stuff for Armored Clash, nothing happened. No reply, no answers, no whatevers. So I'm guessing I'm not getting stuff. 4 years still feels like yesterday. I'm not sure that they don't know what to do. I think it's more something like things they want to do, they can't because expensive. But that's just guessing on my part. Music is a bit loud. Apologies. Is this better or is this still too loud? Yeah, the one track, but we don't need to go all mental on that. They need to start cloning stuff. Yeah. I think that's a complete different topic. With people having responsibilities and jobs. I mean, currently, how's the staffing going? They have Shay, there's John, there's Justin, and Tom next to Jerry. And their job is to run a shop? Question mark? Is that still a priority, or has the shop already gone the way of the dodo? And do they still run the on-site store in the visitor center? Yeah, either they are selling much stuff with all that is in store, or they just are now used as a some kind of storage capacity for surplus stuff. And Demon's Up, I've also heard that Lloyd may be very busy on the production end over at Business Daddy. Well, only if you see this as a if it's a direct sale. If OTT would be making shipments on behalf of Wayland Games to continental Europe, that would be a savings, I think. Demon Sub, I don't think Warren is semi-retired. I think this may sound more harsh than I intended to. I think that Warren is just his age is creeping up on him, and that's coming from someone who's around 8 years older than him. Now how to highlight all that neat little stuff? And what does the time say? Okay. Still enough time to do stuff. And if I interpret what Jerry is occasionally dropping correctly, there might be also the problem that Business Daddy isn't really doesn't have a clue on what to do with a media outlet that OTT basically is. Well, because let's face it, they do sell website space, video time, etc. on a regular basis to companies to promote things. Oh, Danley, don't give them ideas. Please don't raise subscription prices. Matter, you're correct on that, but still, having shipping stuff from Ireland might not be a financial benefit as such, but maybe more of a convenience factor because you don't need to go through all the import duty stuff. And I think iOSS companies still have to fill out a lot of forms and paperwork. That way around would also work, Demons Up. But there's no way of knowing unless somebody from the team who is in the know tells us. So now I need an off-white. Hello, off-white. Where are you hiding? There you are. I'm guessing Wayland bought OTT because it's a convenient way of promoting product of their own and their attached companies like War Cradle. Oh god. The white is stuck. That's the thing, Amanda. Even if people in the know would want to tell us stuff, there's always the possibility that they just can't talk about anything. Which is a shame, but I think to be expected. Off-white, some grey, making a lighter grey, making highlights. Yep, I think I remember that, and I did experience that way back when firsthand, but there was some kind of fallout between the companies? Question mark. People being with Beast of War longer than me might actually remember and have something to say about that. I for sure can't. I tried sometimes in the past to research stuff, but it's yeah, didn't bear any fruit, to say the least. Yeah, the big banner ad is always there. They somehow uh, are not disabling those anymore, which is a point that I'm a bit annoyed about, because a reason to have subscribed was to turn off ads, and that's the one ad you can't turn off. That always comes back. Generally, it might have been a conflict of interest, not a personal fallout. But as I said, I wasn't around at that point. It's just rumors, hearsay, and yeah, best not to interpret too much into it. I mean, you've got to give Beast of War OTT credit where credit is due for standing up to companies like Games Workshop when they're shite. Let's see how this works using blue and black. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm doing it with a high level of confidence. Yeah, I do seem to remember that that he hinted at points. I think it was relatively close to when OTT started doing stuff for pandemic relief, like printing masks or shields and providing them. Okay, so this blue now is much more blue than I thought it would be. But I'm going to trust the process here. A, the color should go down when it dries. B, I can just slap black wash over and have it dulled down that way. And if all else fails, I just paint black over it again. And start again! Yay! Or if it looks too comically, too much like a comic, I'll just say it's on purpose. And people will have to deal with it. I'm not sure they stole Ben. Maybe they just packed him up and carried him along. Or he followed them like a little puppy. Actually, I think I like these pseudo blue highlights, even though they look totally stupid. Yeah, I think I'm leaving that. You know what would be a fun, quote-unquote, list to compile? What game systems have risen and fallen since the inception of Beasts of War? Or rather, not fallen, but have ended their lives within the lifespan of Beasts of War OTT. First one that springs to mind is X-Wing and Armada. I think Guild Ball? What else? Rune Wars. Well, Rune Wars. I'm not sure if I really would count Rune Wars as a complete game as such. I always felt it was more like a test balloon from FFG to see if they could make miniatures work. Hindi of the week. Just remember, Danley, it was Warren shouting Indie of the week at the beginning, and now try to find a weekender when Warren last talked about an Indie of the week. Yeah, they did market it as such, darling. And then my friend I'm gaming with, who had the local gaming store, still has some boxes at home sitting for some odd reason. And now we do some highlighting on the metal with Mithril Silver. What do you mean that it ended up badly with boot camps? Games not succeeding or costing them too much money? Well, Drug Fleet Commander didn't succeed, but it still existed. I mean, as long as a game didn't stop being produced, I think it's doesn't fulfill the criteria I was going about. Oh, fuck's sake. Sales number would like to have a discussion with you, Amanda. I know what you mean, but I don't think you can really ignore the fact that Gvulu is making money hand over fist with the 40k IP. The game might be dead as a game in the sense that many people stopped caring about it, but I'm not sure you can say the game is dead by any stretch of the imagination. Games Workshop is still selling minis and books by the dozen. Feel free to reject your reality. I mean, it's your hobby, so why not implement that? I feel if somehow Games Workshop would stop acting on the behalf of shareholders, we might actually have a chance of getting a decent game out of them again, but the chances of that are slim to none. Unless some company like Embracer is gobbling up Games Workshop and then killing the business. Can you imagine some gigantic capital investment firm buying majority shares of Games Workshop and then just running it into the ground? That would be hilarious. I'm not sure if Henry Cavill is still doing 40k with Amazon. I'm guessing, but your guess is as good as mine. I really don't know. And speaking of Henry Cavill, since he played The Witcher in that weird television series that I tried to watch and then totally lost my brain, I recently started listening to the audiobooks of The Witcher. And yeah, usually I listen to audiobooks to fall asleep, and they don't work to get yourself to sleep. But that's more like the fault of the narrator in my case, because he's trying so hard to make it a listen to a movie thing. It's just ugh. The weird thing is most people in my immediate surrounding are talking about the games and how much they love the games, and I've tried playing 2 and I think 3, and I just nah. It's way too much dialogue. It's a video game, not a book. But to each their own. If you want to play a book by all means. Yeah, Demon Sub, I heard that, and they do look good, and the immersion is nice, but every time a dialogue option comes up and I need to read multiple paragraphs of text, I can't be asked. It's rare that a game grabs me in such a way that I actually like to immerse myself that much in the story. Let's see if I can zoom me down on this some more. No, not totally in focus, but kind of in focus. It looks better in person, I have to say. Can I get focus? Do focus. Focus, you lot. Focus, you beast. Just want to focus. Well, you've got to believe me. I think he's looking nice. It's not the greatest paint job in the world. 'Tis but a tribute. Maybe. Maybe. Where's my red? Yeah, Ryoko, I get these QuickTime events are a bit annoying. Oh no, you're getting killed by somebody. Mash X button. That's one of the reasons why some modern games just don't get my attention. Not too much. Way too much. There's a small triangle. This triangle needs to be red. Very red. No, it is a red triangle. Now I'm much more pleased about this. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Running around in the game, Demon Summer, I think I always thought you had a horse that is waiting for you on the roof of houses. Maybe I can use some more light. Doesn't help much. I will do take pictures for you to see. But for now, we will turn off this thing. Back. Where's my... Because it's getting hot in here again. Because I need to keep the door closed. Because the cats. Yeah, so lovely Mr. Cowbin face almost painted. As I said, I will take some pictures and show them on site later. I would like to express my thanks to everybody who stayed with me for the last hour and is a returning guest, and you're all very welcome to come here every now and again. For those who didn't notice, I made new channel trailers for the Twitch and the YouTube channel. I tried to look very intimidating, and I think I totally failed on that, so enjoy that. Have yourselves a good week. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay sane, and I hope to see you next week or read you in Discord, whatever. Especially for all the old persons being back in chat, Manda, and etc. Have a good one, have a good night, and stay frosty.